2 cars, 1 event. It's a first. Pretty stoked on it, honestly. So, if I break one, I just go to the other one, right? What's worse could happen? This is what people don't see. How long it takes to do this shit. They just see a race car parked in a pit, all wiped down clean. 3 days straight doing long ass days. The whole car got basically painted yesterday. And I had to go run out and grab that. Shout out to Cody, always getting me in last minute. So once everything showed up, it was like the fastest assembly of all time of this car, which was cool. Nothing better than strapping down a freshly assembled car with all new parts. There's no dirt under here. Shit hasn't leaked yet. I don't care who you are, every race car leaks. Old Faithful. I don't know why I say Old Faithful. I've blown this thing up like 4 times. We are going to Oregon Raceway Park. It's a super rad road course that is out in the gorge by us. So it's, I'd say 2 hours east of Portland. You're not supposed to run the generator down the freeway, but this thing doesn't have dash air. It's 98 degrees outside. So we're gonna run the generator in this puppy and have those 2 house vents hopefully blowing enough cool air on us so we don't pass out. Because it's like 91 degrees in here right now. Finally on the road. It's hotter than Satan's asshole out here. But heading to Oregon Raceway Park for the Grass Valley Festival of Speed. We have the Pro Car in my rig and the Banana behind the RV. So full weekend of drifting. 2 cars, 1 event, new one for me. Figured I'd show up and be bougie for once, I guess. We're at Oregon Raceway Park. Ketchup and mustard out here in full force, both cars in one spot, which is pretty sick. We're gonna do a little shakedown on the red car. I put the motor in, I actually didn't even take it to the dyno. Motor's really similar from last year, so I'm just gonna make a hit down the straightaway, check some logs and see what's up. I brought some nitrous in case we wanna party. But yeah, got a bunch of homies here, Biddy's here, Dylan's here, Nate's here, Tommy's here. Hopefully I brought enough tires, but yeah, hang out, it's hot as shit, and cut to videos of drifting. Ran first session in the red car, when ripped on it, got a little excited, and I drifted like through the half pipe punch bowl section, which is like pretty fast. Lambda wasn't coming up on the cluster, so like I didn't have any air fuel, but I figured it would show in the logs, but actually wasn't even programmed because I put new can Lambdas in the car from Link, and I didn't address them. So they are, I have no like air fuel reading from last session, so I get to fix that and go do it again and see what it is. But I mean, it should be fine. It's the same specs of that motor from last year. The tune should be relatively close, and it's pretty safe from last year, so I don't expect it to be weird. I didn't get any weird warnings. So yeah, did that. Now we're probably going to take the yellow car out the next session and see how hot we can't get that thing, because it is absolutely boiling out here, and I suspect to like pull off the track with like a, I'm saying minimum 230 degree water temp, maybe 235, 240 would be like probably in the danger zone, but fully expecting that considering it's like 110,000 degrees Celsius out here. So I haven't popped a tire in years. But I popped a tire.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I haven't delammed or popped a tire and destroyed the side of a car in probably 6 years. So that was pretty sweet. This is what was left of that. Went all the way down to the bottom, but that was like an old used tire. And I might have ran it a little too spicy. It actually didn't get as hot as I thought it was going to. It was like 210 on the water temp, so it was actually less water temp than the red car, which is surprising. But yeah, get this thing cleaned up and go out for the next session, I guess. Magic sauce, dude. I don't care what you bought from your local auto detailer place or whatever they call it, track spray, whatever. Pure citrus air freshener, dude. Absolute magic. That was actually insane. That came out so easy. That guy's ripping. Dude, race cars are always so fun and they always work so well, and you never have to do anything to them after you build them. You just get to enjoy them for all of eternity. People be driving like really slow in straightaways here between sections, and the track's 2.8 miles, so like, and you're on a real racetrack, so drive fast. And they have people not driving fast, and we decided we want to drive fast, so we end up passing everybody in transit and just swerving through traffic.
If you drive it like an A86, just top of third gear and go as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
It does just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta like, this track, if you don't make like 600 wheel, you have to drive it on like a single cam 240.
Oh, that was, oh man, that was good. That felt good. I haven't felt like that in a while.
There's nothing better than after driving forever and then you get in a car and you do a lap and you're like, ooh, I almost
like,
died.
Yeah,
I almost died, and then you're like, I love drifting again. Gramps made these door panels for my car in like 2011. They live on like some steel little door cards. Now they're alive and well. Biddy's S13 forever and ever. Day 2, we're alive. We didn't melt yesterday. I saw like 105 degrees, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so first session's a lot cooler this morning. It's like 8 a.m. It's probably 75-ish out here, so it should be a lot better for vehicle temps. It's hard to keep a car cold when it's like literally molten lava outside. Track temps were probably like 160 degrees or something insane. But yeah, had one little mishap with a tire on the yellow car, but other than that, everything's been ripping, and we've been getting some good tandems and going literally as fast as we possibly can. So slightly sidetracked with this thing, I guess. Fired it, and I don't have any voltage on the alternator, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but we got to figure that out, obviously, because it'll just shut off on track, and then we can't run. So yeah, I don't know where to start. LSR alternators are like, there's like 100 of them, and they all are wired differently and want different things. So this one being CTSV is a little different than that one being something else, being that one being something else. So kind of got to figure out if we have to wire it differently, but I have like really erratic voltage. So sometimes it charges 14.5, it's perfect. Sometimes it's 12.5. And then the battery, it's anti-gravity LiPo. So the LiPo cutoff's probably 12.4-ish, so if the alternator dips below that and it brings the battery down with it, then the battery gets LiPo cut off, and then when the car shuts off, you can't fire it back up. So Well, end of the weekend. Wasn't the greatest event, but it wasn't the worst. Brought 2 cars for the first time, obviously, like I've said a million times in this video, but that was fun. Ended up, the Banana has like a alternator problem we've been trying to chase. Like a weird charging issue, like I also said earlier in this video. We ultimately couldn't really figure it out. Biddy's tried to wire some stuff and change some stuff, but it looks like we gotta like dig more in depth on what this alternator setup actually is, and we might have to like PWM it or something to keep the voltage regulated. But either way, that's good. This car cooled actually decently well, just a little spicy on the water temp, but it was like not horrible, so I'm stoked on that. The red car definitely gets hot, so we gotta address that, even though I just put new fans and all that stuff in there. We still have some sort of other plumbing problems, so back to the drawing board with that stuff, but that's why we do these events and go testing. So either way, had a ton of fun. Grass Valley, this track ORP is always insane and mega fast, so fun weekend, good friends. I'm gonna load up both my rigs and drive a sweet like hour and 45 home and jump in the pool because it is hotter than Satan's asshole outside. So that's a wrap.